In the following tutorial I'll show you how to set up RyngDyng, calibrate the system and use it during training sessions. Okay, let's start with setting up the system. This is a standard target and the RyngDyng case is placed 3 meters from the center of the target in this direction. So the center of the target is here, vertically down 3 meters away. Alternatively, if it is a tilt target like that, you can measure the distance also from the bottom edge of the target, and then the distance is 2.85 meters. This is a good number because this is exactly 3 times the length of the RyngDyng case. Here, front of the target, 1, 2, 3, and this is the place for RyngDyng. The accuracy of the distance is good enough for plus minus 5 centimeters. This is the accuracy you should achieve. If you are too close or too far away, the images get a bit unsharp. Now we will power on the whole system. RyngDyng communicates with the RyngDyng app on your personal device via wireless LAN. This is the wireless LAN router that we ship with RyngDyng, and this one can be operated completely independent of the power supply. The only thing you need is a USB power pack like this one. Standard USB power pack available at Amazon or your other supplier of your choice. So we connect the wireless LAN router with the USB power pack. That's it. And then we place it, let's say, in the proximity of RyngDyng. You can go away as far as, let's say, 10 meters or 20 meters in direction of the shooting line if a far reach is required. We have measured outdoor on a green field what the reach of this wireless LAN is, so we achieved 100 meters distance on a green flat field. That's not a problem. So I'll place it now in proximity to RyngDyng and at a height of 1 to 2 meters slightly above ground. This gives the maximum reach of the wireless LAN. When the wireless LAN is up and running, I'll power on RyngDyng. Same as with the Wi-Fi router, you can operate it with a power connection to the main supply or completely independent on a green field. Here again I use a power pack and I connect the power cable of RyngDyng to the USB-C type connector. Type-C connector of the power pack, and this will power RyngDyng for a whole day. So this is the way how you can use RyngDyng on any green field out there, wherever you want to use it. After the system has been powered on, I'll use the app on my tablet PC to connect to the system and control it via my tablet PC. Okay, now we are going to connect our app with the RyngDyng. When you start the app, you will see the page Connections, and if you are connected to the RyngDyng Wi-Fi network, same as RyngDyng is, then you will see the available RyngDyngs in terms of their host number. This one I'm using has got the number 12, so here there's a button called Connect with RyngDyng 12. I connect that button and you see I'm connected with this device. I can close the connection again and I see some operating parameters of the device, such as the Wi-Fi strength. This gives an indication whether RyngDyng has a good Wi-Fi connection to the Wi-Fi router. In this case, you see it's perfect. Then we see the CPU temperature of RyngDyng. So now we are doing the first step of the calibration procedure, which is called the chessboard calibration. Here you can see the chessboards that are an accessory to RyngDyng, and these chessboards are pinned to the target so that they are centered. Centered means you put them horizontally aligned, so the upper chessboard is horizontally aligned to the target. Secondly, left and right distance is about the same. And third, the lower chessboard has got a vertical angle here. You see, you can move it around and there are some marks, so vertical aligned is like this. Now the chessboards are centered to the target. The center of the target meets the center of the four squares. Now we come to the alignment of RyngDyng towards the center of the target. That means the cameras need to look at the center. In the app you retrieve the test images with the hair cross. And if you find that the hair cross is not in the center of the target, you can either move the case left and right, so you get the hair cross horizontally in the center, and there are these screws, these adjustable stands, where you can tilt the whole RyngDyng case to get the hair cross vertically into the center of the target. Now I'm going to Calibrations, Test Image, and acquire a test image from the cameras. From this test image you can see that the center of the hair cross, so the center of the camera, is not pointing towards the center of the target as it should be. This means that I should tilt a little bit the case of RyngDyng to the left to get the center here, and use the adjustable stands to make it a bit steeper looking up so that the center somehow gets here. Okay, getting another test image. Okay, here's the new test image, and as you can see there is an alignment of the center of the hair cross with the center of the target. You can also see that the squares of the chessboards are somehow within the green squares, which is also an indication that the alignment is good. Now we are going to do the chessboard calibration. We click on the next button, and in the chessboard calibration mask you can select the target size. Here I am just using 130 times 130 centimeters. There is also a switch if you are using 122 target faces on a, let's say, round target like this breast straw mid. This would blend out the background such as trees and leaves, which would be visible otherwise in a rectangular image. But we have a rectangular target, so this is perfect. I press the Do Calibration button, and after a few seconds we will see the result. Here it is. You will see 3 pictures from 3 cameras, all seeing the target from a central perspective, and the chessboards are aligned perfectly as a square. This is called the chessboard calibration, and it serves to provide an identical view for all of the 3 cameras.
Now we have done the chessboard calibration step and we can put on our target face. It is important on windy days that you put enough pins to fix the target face, because if the wind is blowing here and the whole target face is moving, this can disturb the optical arrow detection. After putting on the target face, the next step is to let RyngDyng automatically recognize what the target face is. You can put on any standard World Archery targets with the colors yellow, red and blue, such as spots, small targets, large targets, and also several of them. The RD720 is able to observe 4 target faces simultaneously and assign the various faces to the different archers, and the RD600 can do this with 2 target faces simultaneously, for example 2 compound spots.
So I press next step, target face recognition. There are various options. The standard one is the first, recognize target faces. We have the option for the NFAA field targets. These are the black ones with the white center, used in the US. We can use a beer mat to do grouping tests. We can do a walkback test, or we can do trainings without any target face, with just a blank target, and divide this in various fields so several archers can use the target in parallel. Now I'm going to press the button Recognize Target Faces. And this is the result, the immediate result. You see it was recognized as a 122 centimeter target. The red ring is redrawn by a red line, the blue ring is redrawn by a blue line, and there is a blue frame which defines the area that is being observed for incoming arrows. The status of the calibration can always be retrieved under calibration status. So we have a summary of what we have got. We have a chessboard calibration that is okay. We have a very good quality of the chessboard calibration. We have used the target width and height of 130 centimeters. I have used the backlight compensation switch. There are some switches to optimize the image in difficult light situations, sunlight, backlight, etc. And here are the recognized target faces. We have one, which is a 122 centimeter target face, and it has got the tournament letters A, B, C, D. You know, in tournaments, archers have got a letter, and typically a 122 target face is used by the archers with letters A, B, C, D. Now the whole calibration is completed and we can start the arrow detection. This is the arrow detection page, which is the most important page actually in the app, because it also serves as a live view. So this would be the view on your tablet or phone next to you at the shooting line. We can start the arrow detection, but there is a warning. No archers has been associated with these target faces. That's correct. We haven't told the system who is going to use this target face. Imagine there are several target faces, not just one. It's important to tell the system which archer is shooting at which target face. So here we have 4 times the same target face for archers A, B, C, D. I'm just going to make a test now, start the arrow detection, and care for the association of archers to faces later. I press the Start Arrow Detection button, and after a few seconds the arrow detection is active, as you can see here. And that's it. So any incoming arrow would immediately be displayed on this live view. One thing I would like to show you now is the quality check. There is a Q button below. I press that one. So we see again what is the calibration quality. Shift of target phases tells you, once you have removed the target phase and put a new one on, whether this is at the same position or whether this is a shifted position, and you should repeat the find target step, but this is okay. And here you can see each ring, each colored ring is redrawn by its respective color. So there's a light blue ring, a red ring, a yellow ring, and the black is redrawn by a green line, and you can read the ring calibration quality is perfect. That's important for scoring.
Okay, now that's everything calibrated, let's shoot some arrows and see what happens.